Hi, I'm Alicia G and I'm here today to show you the Elite CoreSliders from Elite Sports Equipment. The CoreSliders are great for utilising the core and help strengthen out through the stomach, but they can also be used on your legs to help strengthen through your glutes, hamstrings and quads. So to do that, just pop them down on the floor, place your toes on the top and just check that your heels are firmly placed towards the floor to be used as a stopper towards the ground. So before you start any movement, just check that you're engaging your core, your back is up nice and straight and the chest is lifted. First exercise we're going to do is a lateral lunge. We're going to take that leg to the side, take a slight bend on the front knee and then work our way up and squeeze the glutes to the top. So we push out, chest up and then work on the inside of the leg, dragging in, squeezing through the glute. That's it. And one more. Good. So we can also take that lunge into a lateral lunge to the opposing side, working through our hip and once again through the adductor to the inside of the leg. Just keep that core engaged, take the foot out to the side, drag it around the back and then come through your lunge nice and low, up to the top and then sweep it around. Big circles, nice and low, work right deep into the hip and squeeze up through the glute. That's it. Cool. So we can also work that one into a lunge, working a few movements. We can work pushing back, work through the quad, up through the hamstring and the glute. We can also take that all the way through and push it to the front. So while you're a beginner, just start nice and slow, work on your technique first. As you get a little bit more advanced, you can start to take that move more dynamic and a little bit faster. And the last move we're going to show you today is a sumo squat with a dynamic jump. So we take the feet out, nice and wide, we squeeze the butt, legs out, and then jump it on the way in. Slide out, work through the inside of the thighs, and then jump it back in. That's it, just make sure you're squeezing through your glutes and core in nice and tight. All right, so let's get down onto the floor. So take your hands on top of the sliders and just have a nice wide hand grip so that you can support your frame better. Come over the top with your shoulders directly over your wrists and engage your abs and pull your shoulders down and back. From here, you want to extend your hands out towards the front, squeeze the abs as tight as you can, and then breathe it out and work those arms back in towards you. As you're pulling in, you just want to drag the shoulders in, squeeze it tight, and come on through. So breathe in, make sure the back's nice and flat, and then all the way back up and in. We can also take this into arm variations for the chest and for the triceps. You want to extend that arm out, and then come into a full push-up all the way through. Stretching out, extend, and squeeze it up. Once again, just make sure the abs are nice and tight, the back is nice and flat, and pushing it out, squeezing it up. We can also come into some chest variations. Wide push-up into a chest fly to snap the hands back together. So coming out wide, nice flat back, squeezing the glutes and working through the core, squeeze it tight, and pushing up. Using your breath, inhale and exhale. And a few plank variations. Coming up to a nice tall plank. Once again, pull the shoulders down, squeeze the abs. Coming into a mountain climber, one leg in, and switching through. As a beginner, you can take this on the slow side, just work the engagement of the core, and a little bit more advanced, you can start to run through and work the cardio. From there, you've also got a tuck through or a jackknife, knees in, squeeze the abs, and then push back. You can take that into a pike, arm up towards the air, pushing through the shoulders and squeezing the abs. Rock forward and down. Just make sure that as you come down, you don't arch your back. You don't want to take it all the way down. You just want to pull up nice and strong. Up top and push back. From here, you can also take a swing through the feet. This helps work through your glutes, through your hips, and on the inner thighs. And last variation is our alligator walk. Walking to the front and pushing to the front. Aiming not to swivel the hips. Keep that core engaged And you can walk it as far forward or as back as you like. So we're gonna work through the hamstrings and the glutes. Take a lie down onto your back, roll your shoulders onto the floor, get the core engaged, and then lift the hips up and squeeze the glutes as hard as you can. From here, you wanna take those feet out nice and long, and then stretch them in and squeeze up using your hamstrings. For beginners, just take this slow and work off 2 feet for now. For those who are a little bit more advanced, you can begin to speed it up, or you can take it into a single leg press. All the way out and slide through. Make sure the hamstrings are squeezing, the glutes are squeezing, and the back is up high. And take it all the way through, out and in. Have some fun with your core sliders. You can also create a cardio workout, get your heart rate up nice and high and that blood pumping. You can add on some ski variations. Make sure the heels stay down at the floor, working the inside and the outside of the legs. You can also take it to a ski stride to the front and a star jump variation. That's it. If you're lucky enough to have 2 sets of core sliders, here's some variations you can use with your full body. So coming down, hamstring stretch, and then pushing out into a core slide with an adductor, sliding using your glutes, hamstrings, and then sliding all the way back in. Pushing out, adductors, and then back in. For a bit more advanced, you can also take it to a burpee, pushing out, push up, and then sliding all the way through. Pushing out, push up, and slide through. Hope you've enjoyed today's exercises and hope you're on the way to strengthening up that core and making those abs nice and strong. For this or for more great products from Elite Sports Equipment, head to elitesportsequipment.com.